Right, so it's a pleasure to welcome Jaci Horn here today. Jaci, thank you for coming all the way from Underberg today. Jaci is very well known to certainly St. Patrick's College. She's a practicing educational psychologist, but she does a lot of work in Maritzburg, she does a lot of work in the Underberg area, and she does a lot of work with our own children. Jaci is experienced as a educational psychologist, but she's also a very experienced parent. She has 5 children of her own, 3 of those biologically and 2 fostered, as I understand it, Jaci. Is that correct?
3 fostered and 2 biological.
Okay, so I got it the wrong way around. So I'm sure that that experience is going to have a role in the way that we conduct this interview today. Let's start, Jaci, by asking a very broad question. Children have been confined to home for a long period of time. This is not something that parents are used to, and certainly not something children have been used to. And now they're coming back to school, and school might be a very different place. What do you think parents should be saying to children, their own children, in terms of preparing them for return to school?
I think firstly the emotional climate of the home has to have a good look at itself. Families need to look at their homes. Are they emotionally stable within the home? Because that's a good base for children to move from, to prepare children to go back into something that is new. One always has to consider your child's age, the developmental stage, where they are at emotionally. If you've had a child that was anxious before lockdown, this will actually increase their anxiety, and so they need additional support.
Input, yeah.
Yes. But again, children have gained so many skills at home. They've become competent in areas that they were not in before. They know how to bake bread, how to garden, how to help mom pack the dishwasher, how to mow the lawn. I think we need to look at what they can now do, that they are capable, that they are resilient, that they have managed to get from this point to that point unscathed. So I think we need to look at their strengths in preparing them, and to actually re-author the chapter, not saying what are we scared of, what are we worried about, but more about what strengths have you got that you can take with you back to school in preparation for school. And then also to just manage their expectations, chat to them. What are they expecting? What information do they need?
Yeah, that would have been quite an important question I was going to ask you, was what should parents be asking their children before going back?
I think it's a discussion,
Yeah.
not a questioning.
So it's not an interrogation.
Definitely not. It's
Yeah.
a consistent dialogue with
Yeah.
your child.
Yes.
Finding out what are they needing to know, what type of information, is it age appropriate information? We don't want to ask questions that they weren't even thinking about, and suddenly we are creating thoughts in their minds that might disturb them and
So
make
I'm
them
with you on that.
anxious.
So be careful about burdening your child by questioning them with your concerns.
Yes, because whose
Maybe
concern is
indirectly.
it?
Whose concern is it? Yours? Is it the child's concern? Yeah.
Many children have actually been sheltered from so much. They don't know what's happening or what has happened. But when you start questioning them, the first thought that they have is, there is a problem, something's wrong, I need to be worried.
Yes.
We don't want to do that.
No, absolutely not. Jaci, the expectation, possibly jointly, of teachers and parents on an academic side when children come back. You rightly pointed out they picked up a lot of skills. One of them is been able to take greater control of their own learning through the internet and through e-schooling. Should the school, like our own, still expect academically a high standard from children, or are we going to have to cut them a bit of slack when they get back?
There's so many thoughts that go through my mind when you ask that question.
Yeah.
I think that for all of us, the world has been kind. banks have been kind, countries have given each other money, people have paid workers even though they haven't come to work. We need to be kind to children too. We need to be supportive of their needs, seeing to their emotional well-being before anything, and to also just ask them, what do you want things to be like now? We're rewriting the next chapter. We're entering it. What do you need it to look like for you? Without comparing yourself to your friends. So many teenagers are saying to me, I don't have the same viewpoint anymore. I don't have the same goals. I want to live more than focus on academics. People have shifted, and we need to find out where are children at, what can they manage. Children can't learn when they are in their emotional brains. We need to provide safety first. We need them to feel secure and get into a predictable routine, find a rhythm, and then discuss the academics.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me, despite the fact that you've got children coming back to school who have not had the same experience during lockdown. So some of them will have embraced digital learning. Others would have found it an incredible hassle and maybe battled with the self-discipline of taking control of their own learning. So it does definitely resonate with me that kindness and sort of emotional understanding of children when they return on an individual basis is going to be necessary, because they're not going to be at the same place necessarily when they get back.